replaced my highest-paid senior engineer with a stack of 3 AI assistants. For 30 days, I ran a brutal productivity audit to see if the hype was actually real. The result? The productivity gap revealed something I didn't expect. I've spent a decade leading engineering teams and shipping scalable products. I know exactly what a senior dev brings to the table: architectural foresight, edge case detection, and the ability to solve problems that aren't in a documentation file. But the tools are changing, fast. In this video, I'm breaking down the exact stack I used: Cursor, Copilot, and Tab9, and the raw data from my 30-day experiment. We're going beyond the basic Hello World DMOS. I'll show you exactly where AI crushed the human expert, and exactly where it failed miserably. By the end, you'll know if your role is actually at risk, or if you're just using the wrong tools. Let's be honest, senior developers are the most expensive line item on your payroll. We pay them for the intuition, the architectural foresight, the ability to stop a junior from nuking the production database at 3 a.m. But here's the dirty secret. Too often, seniority becomes a bottleneck. The endless code reviews, the I'll get to it tomorrow tickets, the architecture meetings that could have been a Slack message. You're paying for a master craftsman, but sometimes you're just getting a project manager who remembers how to code. Meanwhile, the AI landscape is moving at a terrifying speed. We've all seen the DMOS, AI writing boilerplate in seconds, refactoring entire modules with one prompt. But can it actually think asterisk? Can it handle the edge cases that keep you up at night? Or are we just trading a human bottleneck for a digital hallucination? The industry is at a breaking point. Either the senior dev evolves, or they become a luxury we can no longer justify. I wanted to know exactly where that line is, not in a Twitter thread, not in a marketing demo, but in a real-world, high-stakes production environment. So here was the stack. Tool 1, Cursor AI, my primary IDE. Tool 2, GitHub Copilot, the autocomplete muscle. Tool 3, Tab9, for the private, local context. I didn't just use these for snippets. I treated this AI stack as my lead engineer. Every architectural decision, every PR review, every complex bug went through the bots first. First, let's talk about Cursor. This is the game changer. Most AI tools just see the file you're in. Cursor indexes the entire repository. I could ask, where is the auth logic handled for the Stripe webhook? And it didn't just find the file, it explained the flow. Velocity. Off the charts. Tasks that usually take a senior dev 4 hours to map out took the AI 30 seconds. Then there's Copilot. It's the ultimate boilerplate machine. If I'm writing a standard CRUD API, Copilot is basically autopilot. It removes the cognitive load of syntax. I stop thinking about how to write the code and start thinking about what the code should do. But then I hit the wall. Day 14, a critical race condition hit our payment gateway. I fed the logs to the AI. It gave me a perfect fix. The syntax was flawless. The logic looked sound. I pushed it. It broke 3 other dependencies in the legacy module. That's when the brutal audit began. I compared the AI's output against the archived work of my senior dev. Here is the data. Velocity, the AI one, 4x faster on feature implementation. Bug rate, the AI lost. It produced 30% more regression bugs because it lacks systemic empathy. What is systemic empathy? It's the ability to realize that changing line 42 in the user service will crash the reporting tool 3 modules away. A senior dev doesn't just write code that works. They write code that doesn't break things they aren't even looking at. Tab9 helped bridge the gap with local context, ensuring the AI didn't hallucinate outdated library versions. But the gap remained. The AI is a world-class tactician, but it's a terrible strategist. I realized I didn't replace a senior dev. I replaced a coder. There is a massive difference between someone who can write a function and someone who can design a system. So the brutal truth. For raw output, the AI stack won. It crushed boilerplate and unit tests in seconds. But for high-level architecture, that's where the gap remained. AI can't navigate a messy legacy codebase with the intuition of a 10-year veteran. To replicate this workflow, I relied on 3 tools: Cursor AI for the deep IDE integration, GitHub Copilot for the seamless autocomplete, and Tabnine for the private codebase context. I've linked all 3 in the description below. If you're still coding entirely manually, you're essentially using a typewriter in a word processor world. If you want the exact prompt library I used to bridge that productivity gap, hit subscribe. Now, I want to hear from you in the comments. Would you trust an AI stack with your production codebase? Let's argue about it below.